Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrial's up 51, Nasdaq's up 8, S&P's are up 2.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Kekstadt from Forex-Trading-Unlocked. Teddy, what's going on, brother?
Good morning. Very cold day in Chicago, guys.
Well, listen, man, you saw that natural gas went up limit. We had a $10,000 move, and then we moved back 5,000.
Nothing like an exciting morning.
That is like, I haven't seen something like that in like 10 years, man. Pretty crazy. Pretty wild. So, how cold is it in Chicago?
We're in like the mid-20s right now.
Oh, that's not bad.
We can see you bundled up, man. Stay warm.
You're looking good. You're looking good, man. You're looking good. So, hey, listen, we got movement in the currencies, that's for sure. What are we thinking here?
Well, right now, I think everyone's got to be watching the UK right now.
Yeah.
Theresa May's having a little bit of a difficult time with the Labour Party and trying to get this Brexit stuff wrapped up. And it seemed like everything was kind of moving smoothly, and now it's the Labour Party is all of a sudden becoming this really big thorn again.
Yeah. And the movement in the pound has been pretty amazing, man. I mean, it's like, okay, you know, they all look like they were going to dive off the cliff about, a week and a half ago. They saved themselves. Now the question is that, are they going to take the leap, or are we going to go higher? And I guess it's all going to have to do with what comes out with the news, right? So listen, let me ask you something. Because the news events over there are huge. So how do you trade that? I mean, that's the question, I guess. How do you trade that news event?
Well, right now, I think the two things to watch for European news, especially, you have the Italian budget, and then you have the Brexit vote.
Okay.
So now those two currencies, the pound dollar and euro dollar, if they both come out in a positive way, with Italy finally coming up with a better budget that's acceptable by the EU, and if the Labour Party all of a sudden eases back off of this tension that just came out over the past 2 days,
yes,
then I think you're going to see a significant rally in the pound dollar and also the euro versus the dollar.
Right.
So
right.
I really think you could see a very big move. Now, the main thing is that the Italian government right now is having issues with the budget deficit, and they just resubmitted this new budget yesterday, and it was basically just a copy of what was denied a month ago. So they really need to turn that around. So if they don't turn that around, then I think you're going to see a stalemate still in the euro versus the dollar, and also the pound versus the dollar, and you're going to see probably more of a neutral to lower trade. So, but absolutely, if they get that vote in Brexit accomplished, and then the Italian budget, I think you're going to see a very big move against the dollar.
Yeah, and it seems that the yen, I mean, that yen's hanging at that 113, 114, man. What are you thinking there?
I think that the yen's going to still stay positive. I think it's going to push for the newer highs and push above the 114.5 area.
Okay.
So, because we had this inflationary numbers that have come out recently, and it doesn't seem to have given it too much of a jitter.
Yeah.
So I think that long term, they're not worried about that over there.
Yeah, so that brings us right back to the pound, man.
Yes.
It's all about Brexit, isn't it? That's, because what's interesting here, and we were talking with Kevin Hinks earlier at TD Ameritrade, and it's almost not even about that the dollar's getting weaker. It's these other currencies can get a lot stronger.
Definitely.
You know, I mean, I remember as a kid going to the UK, man. It was always like in $1.50, $1.60, $1.70. You know what I mean? Right now, different ballgame. Different ballgame altogether. Yeah. So if we take a look at this euro, let me pull this euro up for a second. So we're 113. Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting. So that's where it's trying to bust in. I mean, it busted that low of August 15th, right? Yeah. So.
Yes. Now, do you notice where it's trading right now? It's trading at right around 113.20, something like that.
Yes.
Today's close, I think, is going to be very significant this afternoon.
Okay.
If they can close above 113.20, 113.25,
yeah,
that's a pretty big reversal off of this bottom, as far as buying momentum,
yes,
which I think we'll see a follow-through into next week, probably pushing up to the 114.70 area.
Okay. So, it's intriguing because these currencies, man, I know we talked about this before, but when they start trending, they really like to trend, don't they?
Right.
Yeah.
And we're coming into holiday markets, gentlemen.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the other thing. It's kind of like the trend traps that are getting set up to where we're going to have very thin volume come to the middle of next week over here, but the rest of the globe is still going to be trading. They don't care about things.
Why not? God gobble, gobble, gobble. I care about Thanksgiving.
That's
I can't,
right,
I can't
man.
wait.
I do too. I suggest nobody trade the holiday.
Exactly.
Oh, there's no doubt, man.
Friday after Thanksgiving is one of the only days we're actually closed where the market's open because it is that half day that's kind of just there for the regulation of opening, and it is. You eat some Thanksgiving food, half day on Friday. Who's in there trading? We won't be.
And
Well, you might be at home.
No, everyone's talking football.
Right, exactly.
And we know they can push it anywhere they want.
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere they want.
That's
I
a
mean,
light day. I mean, coming in Friday for a half day after Thanksgiving, man.
You know the story. I remember, I think Teddy it's either 94 or 95. Might have been 95 or 6. I'm not sure. But anyway, you know, we're all trading, and that Friday, you could hit any button in any equity, and they were all going up. I mean, it was like something I never saw. Boom, but everyone's just hitting everything. Everything's going up. And then we came in Monday morning. Boom! The whole thing went down like in about a second. And
The real traders came back Monday.
Oh, my God. It was like sick. It was totally sick.
That's good.
I'm out. Well, listen, man, you have a great week, a safe week, and, of course, we'll talk to you next week.
We will, yeah.
We'll talk right before Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good.
All right, stay warm out there, Teddy.
Have a great one.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great
Thanks so
day.
much, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. So